On this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make money on TikTok Shop affiliate by going lives specifically, not making videos. And more importantly, you don't even have to show your face when you do so. Now, I've been using this method to make over $1,000 for the past 5 months. And every single time I was going live for less than 10 hours a month. I'm going to be showing you how to prepare before you go live, what to actually say while you are live so that you can get a lot of sales. And at the end, I'm also going to share some like do's and don'ts, like the things you should be doing to like get more sales, and the things you should avoid doing so that you don't get in trouble with like TikTok or violate any policies like I've been seeing a lot of newbies do right now. And if you stick with me to the end of the video, I'm actually going to review this product. This is the product that I used to make $10,000 in less than 2 weeks by going live, and I never even had to show my face. All right, so before we dive in, you might be asking yourself, why lives instead of making videos? Everybody says to just make videos. So the thing with making videos is that lots of times you're basically at the mercy of the TikTok algorithm deciding whether it wants to push your videos or not. That's why you might see that somebody makes a video just like yours and they end up getting like millions of views, but you're still stuck in 200 view jail. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't make videos, because if you can get one of your videos to pop off, that thing really does become a passive money-making machine for you that can literally last like months. But making money with videos can take time, so you'll see that a lot of people end up getting discouraged or they end up quitting before they even make their first dollar on TikTok Shop affiliate. Now, on the flip side of that, with going live with TikTok Shop affiliate, you can literally make your first commissions within the next hour or two. In fact, TikTok wants you to go live so much that they recently made a change to their algorithm where they're pushing lives more now so that they actually motivate people to do it. They're even doing campaigns like every single week to get people to go live. But you need to know how to go live properly so you don't just sit around for hours without making a single sale. All right, so let's go into my computer and take a look at the TikTok Live framework that I developed for you guys. All right, so here's the TikTok Live framework that I made for you guys. It's super simple. Basically, it's 3 parts: what you have to do before going live, what you have to do during the live, and then like the do's and don'ts to a successful live. This is basically like a bunch of things that I've learned throughout my couple months doing this that I know are gonna help you guys out. So to get started with before going live, the first thing you might be asking yourself is, how long should you even go live for? This is a super important question to ask ourselves. And honestly, if you don't get this right from the beginning, you're not going to find the success that you need when it comes to TikTok lives specifically. So to find the answer to this, let's actually go directly to the mouth of TikTok and see what it is that they like. This is a screenshot that I took of a TikTok live campaign back in March. And it's super cool because I found this like within the small fine lines. Basically, TikTok says that they need a minimum of 1.5 hours to even optimize your lives. And if you want to take it a step further, when you look down here, you see that they have 3 different ratings for their preferred times. A being the lowest preferred, and then SS being the highest. As you can see, with your lives, at a minimum, TikTok wants you to go an hour or more. And that's not even their preference, their ideal preference. What you should be going, again, to allow that optimization, is for an hour and 30 minutes. But at this point, that's when it's just actually optimizing. To really reap the benefits of your live, getting the most exposure, you want to reach their SS tier, which is a duration of 2 hours or more. Because at that point, you're live already optimized, and then anytime after that, you're actually reaping the benefits of that optimization. So basically, what you'll see is, I wrote this down here for you guys. With my lives, 80% of the sales that I make usually happen on the latter half of my live session. So for example, when you're going live, if you've never done it before, when you reach 90 minutes, so 1.5 hours, you'll get a little notification saying, congratulations, you just went live, or you've been going live for 90 minutes. Any point after that, you'll suddenly see that you start to get many more people, more viewers showing up on your live consistently. When you have more people, that translates to more sales because it's more people that hear your pitch. So if you're that person that goes live for like 10 to 30 minutes and then you say, oh no, I don't have any viewers, I'm just gonna turn it off, you're actually negatively impacting how TikTok sees you, because they see that you're somebody that just quits fast and doesn't actually allow them to optimize your live session. So if that's you, here's what I want you to do. You have homework, so write this down. For the next 3 days, for example, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I want you to commit to going live with a product for a minimum of 1.5 hours or ideally 2 hours. When you do this, you're going to see that as you do it more, each day you're going to start to get fed more viewers on average each time. You're basically raising green flags in TikTok's eyes when they look at your live. I'll even give you an example. On my first live, I think I averaged anywhere from like 50 to 70 viewers, and I went live for 2 hours. But I did commit to that for the next following days, and by the end of the week, I was already averaging about 800 viewers per live. All right, so now that we see how long we have to go live for and the importance of it, let's actually take a look at what to do before you're going live. To do that, I actually have a quick little checklist for you guys. This is honestly much more lighthearted and rather easy to set up for. Like, the actual meat is on what you have to do during the live, but these are a bunch of things that I've learned like throughout the months that I know are going to set you up for success and make things a lot easier for you. So the first thing before going live is to actually go to the bathroom. Since you're going to be committing to sit down for like an hour and a half or 2 hours, I can't tell you how many times I didn't go to the bathroom and I was just holding it and my bladder felt like it was gonna burst. So just remember to go to the bathroom before like you start your live. The second thing is, and then you might understand why the whole bathroom thing happened, is to have some water or some honey nearby. So you do want to have some water and honey nearby because like your throat starts to dry up and like it's kind of hard to talk at that point when you're talking for so long. So just have some water and honey nearby. It's gonna make it so much easier for you. The next thing is to actually have your phone like plugged into the charger or fully charge your phone. I cannot tell you how disappointed I was on one of my lives one time. I think I had like 700 people like on average. I was making a lot of sales and then out of nowhere my phone died. I lost all those eyeballs and all those potential sales. So don't make the mistake that I did. Either fully charge your phone or have it plugged in. That's what I normally do because again, you don't know how long you're gonna go live for. The fourth thing is to set up your camera with a tripod so you don't get tired. So my arm was killing me in the car. This is basically, I was selling a CarPlay device in the car, and that was one of my first lives ever. I was literally just holding my phone in my hand. By the end of the 2 hours, the pain that I was feeling in my shoulder from holding the phone up for that long in that position, it was unbearable. So having a tripod makes it so much easier. And then the fifth thing is, and then this one is super important, when you go live, make sure to select the product that you're gonna go live with, right? If you don't, people can't buy. And then even more importantly, remember to pin the product. Pinning the product, if you don't know what that looks like, basically when you're on a live, on the bottom of the screen, you'll see that the product appears there and it says like buy now. So it shows people an easier way for them to actually find the product, and you'd be surprised how many people can't find the products. So pinning it is super important. I took a little screenshot here about where do you go to actually look for the products. So this is if I was about to start a live. As you see, you click on where it says business, then it'll say something like select a product or add a product. You'll choose the product you want, add it. Once you actually go live, that's when you're able to pin the product. You can't pin the product prior to going live. So when you go live, on the bottom of your live, you'll see there's like a little marketplace icon or a little store. Click on it, you'll see the product that you have linked, and then just click on pin, and then you're good to go. If you're ever in doubt, get somebody else's phone and go on your live and then see if you can see that pin. The sixth thing that you want to do is add a display image with like benefits or special offers for your product. To actually do that, what you have to do is click on where it says business and then click on billboard, and you'll have a bunch of different options to like set up these display images. What that basically looks like is it's like a little square window that you get to move around on your screen or just leave it there. And basically you get to write stuff like 50% off, if there's free shipping. You get to put the benefits of what the product is for. And it's really cool because it gives people at a simple glance like really cool enticing offers that they should consider, or really awesome benefits that they would benefit from with the product. So it's something that I never ever not put on my lives. And then the last thing on the checklist before going live is to know at least somewhat what you want to say prior to actually starting the live. So don't reinvent the wheel, look at your competitors. What I mean by this is when you're going to promote a product, odds are somebody else has already promoted that product on a live. What you can do is just watch their live, literally just stick around for like 5 or 10 minutes. I do this all the time. Screen record them and then see what it is that they say. You'll start to like pick up on all the little features that they point out, all the information that they share, and then how they actually do it. So you can use that and really apply it to your product. This is what I did with my product that I got to $10,000 in sales with, and then you eventually do start to create your own unique script. So these are the things that you should be doing before going live. Now, moving on to what to do during the live. So the first thing you're probably asking yourself is like, what the heck do you even say for 2 hours? That's like the thing that I hear everybody always asking. So I have some really good news for you. It's nothing complicated. You're basically just going to be repeating the same thing over and over for the entire span of those 2 hours. And again, don't overcomplicate this. If you've learned from somebody else and seen their pitch, and let's say it's like 2 or 3 minutes long, don't try to make it more difficult for you. Just do what's already working. So for example, in my typical pitch, I'm probably talking for about 3 minutes long. And then I just repeat that for the entire time of those 2 hours. Obviously, there are changes here and there. It's not like I'm saying the exact same thing, the exact same way every single time, but I do like float around the same things back and forth. But on average, it's about 3 minutes long. And yes, this will depend on what product it is that you're promoting. Like sometimes it'll be shorter, sometimes it'll be longer. And you might be wondering, why would people want to hear me say the same thing over and over again? So here's some quick little stats for you. On average, non-buyers will stick around in your live for literally no more than like less than 20 seconds. So these people that you see, even though it says 600 people, that's people coming in and out like every single like couple seconds. So these people don't really hear your entire pitch. But those guys, they were never going to buy. Now, your potential buyers, the people that actually have some sort of interest in buying your product, these people usually stick around for your entire pitch. This does vary. I've had people where they stick around for my pitch like 3 or 4 times and then they buy on the 4th one. But for example, if my pitch is 3 minutes long, you'll see that people, they stick around for those 3 minutes and then they make a decision. They either buy the product or they just leave the live. By the way, all this data, once you go live, you actually get to see all this data on your TikTok live analytics. You get to see how long people are sticking for and how long people that actually bought were sticking for as well. So when it comes to your pitch, I have a bunch of elements that I included here for you guys. Like this is like the overall thing that comes to mind. There can be other things in here, or sometimes I might skip something. You know, you just gotta like go with the flow. So this is basically what's going on in those typical 3 minutes as I'm pitching to these people on TikTok live. The first thing is I'm usually talking about the product's features. So like how the product works, why it's unique, etc. And I'll give you an example. I've done lives with ice makers. On ice makers, when I'm talking about the product's features, I might talk about how the ice maker cleans itself, about how you can make lots of ice really fast, so like 9 cubes every 6 minutes. I talk about the fact that it's portable, it's compact, so it doesn't take up space, and that like the ice is super soft. These are just some examples of like features that I'm talking about in the live. The next thing that I might do is I talk about the benefits to the person. This is super important. For example, on the ice maker, I might talk about how the ice feels really great to chew because a lot of people are like ice lovers like myself. So saying that it feels really great to chew already puts them like in the mindset of imagining themselves like with the product. I might talk about how now they get to have ice whenever they go camping since it's the summertime. Or another big benefit might just be the fact that this thing is a ridiculous price. So I might just talk about the fact that there's a huge sale going on and they get to save money. All right, the third thing that I might do on my pitches, just give a personal example saying why you love it. So for example, going back to the ice maker, personally, I am a big ice chewer. I love to chew ice. The fact that this ice is soft, I might compare it to like Chick-fil-A ice or Sonic ice. And this is just like one of those benefits that I get to just share. And it sounds super authentic because it is a real thing that I believe in. A fourth thing that I might do is offer social proof. So social proof is really awesome because it really gets people like out of their, from not like trusting you because they see that other people have also purchased the thing and this is legit. The product works. I'm not going to get scammed, right? I'm actually going to receive something in the mail. So for example, what I love to do when I'm doing my pitches, I'll point out how many, point out that the product has sold over X units already and has good reviews. So for example, going back to the ice maker probably sold anywhere from like over 20,000 units and it had like 4.6 star ratings. These are all awesome things to point out because it brings people, it puts them at ease that if they make a purchase, they're not gonna have any issues. Another thing I might do is mention that it's going viral on TikTok. Again, also letting people know, look, a lot of people are really hyping this thing up. So a lot of people, you're not alone. A lot of people are actually interested in it. Or I might mention that they've already sold out X amount of times. This is really good because it obviously shows that there is scarcity. That means that they cannot wait. They need to get it now because if not, they're going to risk having this thing sell out again and then they just can't get it anymore. And then number 5, this is the most important thing within your pitch. You have to always make a clear call to action, pushing people to place their order at the end of your pitch. Call to actions or CTAs are super important because if you do not make a CTA, people will not buy. You have to let people know what to do next. Like you would think, right? If somebody heard my pitch and they want it, they'll just get it. That's not usually the case. Don't give people that much credit. You have to tell them what to do next. Guide them to what their next actions are. when I'm doing my call to actions, so here's a couple of notes on call to actions. Obviously, they happen at the end of your pitch. Hey guys, a quick thing that I wanted to mention about call to actions. Yes, for the most part, they do happen at the end of your pitch, but you can literally tell people to like buy now or guys, click the button below at any point throughout your pitch. I normally do encourage them like throughout the pitch, whenever it just feels natural. I tell them, so guys, make sure to grab it today. Like I don't necessarily only do it at the end, but I do put a lot of emphasis when I do finish my pitch. Back to the video. I like to let people know that if they order right now, they'll get their order in the mail in the next 3 to 5 days, like on average. This is a very real thing. If you don't know, products from the TikTok shop ship out from warehouses either located in Texas or in California. For most people, they can get items within like 3 to 5 days if it's a good seller. That being because TikTok has very strict guidelines, very strict policies on who they let sell, and they have to abide by certain like criteria when it comes to, you know, delivery times and whatnot. So I literally mentioned exactly what I just said. I mentioned it to them so that they see that I'm somebody that knows what I'm talking about and that TikTok is legit. Because again, remember guys, TikTok as a marketplace is still rather new. So not everybody knows that you can buy on TikTok. Another thing that I do when I'm doing my call to action is I encourage people to use coupons so that they can get even bigger savings. So coupons, if you didn't know, everybody gets coupons on TikTok. They're usually distributed randomly, especially if you're a first-time buyer on TikTok. You might have a really good coupon available to you. If not, they kind of come and go. So these are all things that you get to do to tell them like, hey guys, you have to act right now. So I'll give you an example. I might tell people, guys, and if you're gonna place your order right now, I'm somebody that loves a huge bargain. I love to save you guys money. Double check if you have coupons. Do not place your order until you double check if you have coupons, because you might get an additional 20, 30, 40, even 50% off right now. And then to show them that I'm somebody that's just like them, super transparent, very human, I also tell them, hey guys, do you want me to show you how to use your coupons? So they love this. If you tell people, do you want me to show you how to use coupons? They love this because lots of the audience that you might run into, a lot of them are older and they don't know how to use coupons. So I literally pull up my wife's phone and I show them on the screen exactly how to use the coupons. This gets people going crazy. They love to watch it, and then they usually use the coupons if they have them. And then lastly, another thing that I might do if this is available to you, because this isn't available with every single product, I remind them that there's free shipping available for a limited time, and I let them know that there's free returns for a limited time as well. This is super cool because if you have free returns, they basically get to try it risk-free. So I literally let them know. So I might say, guys, order right now because you're also getting free shipping and free returns for a limited time. So basically, you'll get it in the mail in 3 to 5 days. And if you try it out and you don't like it, you can literally just send it back for free. So that's like one of those things to help people like put them at ease. And that is all part of sales. Okay, so this has all been basically what to say during your live. If you guys want this, I'll give you guys a copy of this Word document in the description below. All right, so this has been what you actually say during the live. As you guys saw, you have your pitch. Your pitch is something that you repeat, so it's nothing too complicated. We saw how to prepare before going live, so we have the checklist. Now, what I want to share with you guys is the do's and don'ts to having a successful live. And then after this, I'm going to be sharing with you guys that product that got me over $10,000 in sales. So the do's and don'ts, these are basically things that I've learned along the way that make things better, so you basically get more sales, and things that you should avoid so you don't get like, you know, violation points from TikTok and get your account shut down or anything. So the first do to having a successful live, this one is super important, and that's to pick a proven product in the beginning and whenever possible. What that means is if you know you're gonna have to go live for at a minimum, you know, 1.5 hours, 2 hours, if you don't have a good product, if you don't have a product that actually gets sales, you're gonna have a bad time. You're gonna feel discouraged because you're like, man, I've been here for an hour or two and I didn't get a single sale. Then you're not gonna want to like actually stay as long the next time, and it's very discouraging. In my case, it was really easy to stick to the 2 hours because I at least knew I was making some sort of money. So to do this, it's better to pick a product that has some sort of proven sales. This is a quick little tip for you guys. If you are on your phone and you are looking at lives of people promoting products, so when you're on your TikTok app, if you find lives of people promoting products, you might see that as they're talking, orange notifications pop up that say 8 people are viewing this product, 10 people are viewing the product, 2 people are viewing the product. This is a really good sign of how hot a product is selling. For example, I have literally seen products where there's like 600 people in the live, and you see that like every single minute, you see 10 people viewing product, 10 people viewing product. If you see that many people viewing product in such a short amount of time, that's a really big sign that this thing is selling like crazy. Now, if you see a live of a person that has been talking for 5-10 minutes and you don't see a single little notification of people viewing the product, that might mean that this product is more of a dud. The next thing is always do use urgency, scarcity, and social proof, as we talked about all these things previously in your live. So an example of urgency, as we saw, guys, there's a flash sale right now and it's ending in the next 5 hours. So this is urgency. It's like urging people to act right now. These are all sales principles, guys. Scarcity. So scarcity means like there's not enough, right? It's running out. So guys, it's almost sold out. There's only 30 units left. So on TikTok Shop, when you're an affiliate, you actually get to see how many units are left. Obviously, if there's over 2,000 units, you can't really say there's like 30 units left. Like, I mean, you'd be lying. So like, you know, whatever. I don't really like to lie about that. But if there's less than 100, definitely say that, because that usually sells out really fast. So for example, if I start to say, guys, there's only 30 units left and we keep selling like 10 of them every 5 minutes, people know that they need to act right now. And I literally verbalize all these things. And then the final one is social proof. An example of that, again, guys, there's over 10,000 of these things sold already and they have a 4.9 star rating. Like, this is all part of social proof because, again, other people have already purchased it and they left some sort of feedback about the quality of the product. The next thing here, I don't know why it says B, but anyway, so it's to remind people about their coupons. So always be reminding people about their coupons and tell them that they expire, because the coupons do expire. I love pushing people over the edge by saying, guys, if you have coupons right now, you need to get this right now because you can get it for a bigger discount. And if you don't get it now, you might risk your coupons expiring. So you'll end up paying more for it later. The fourth thing that I do on my lives, this is something that I love to do a lot, and it's to thank people for placing their orders, because this lets other people in the live know, guys, these things are running out, and look, people are actually placing orders. So if you're not doing it, you're gonna miss out. So for example, what I love to say is, oh, Susan, I just see that you placed your order. Thank you so much. Just so you know, you're going to get it in the mail in the next 3 to 5 days. And remember, you also have free returns. So if you have any issues, send it back. This shows transparency because people get to see that, listen, I'm not trying to hide anything. I don't care if you want to send it back. It is what it is. I just want you to get a really good experience with a good product. And then the fifth thing here is to answer questions. Answering questions is the reason why your pitch might constantly like change up, right? Because like midway through your pitch, you might get questions. It's important to answer questions because, again, it shows that, one, you're knowledgeable. Two, it shows that you're not like trying to hide anything. And it's really cool when you interact with people because like you wouldn't believe how many times by answering their questions, that's what ultimately pushes them over the edge and they actually place an order. I see it all the time. Somebody asks a question, I answer their question and they say, thank you so much, I'm ordering now. And then a couple minutes later, they say, just place my order. So answer questions. If you get a question and you don't know the answer, if you don't know something, don't be afraid. Don't think, oh no, they're going to catch me. They're going to see I'm a fraud or anything. Just own it. Be honest and let them know, hey, I don't know the answer, but do so with professional transparency. So I'll give you an example. When I was selling a specific product, actually the product that I'm going to show you guys in a second, I would get questions by people, hey, does it work for this? And what I would tell them is, hey, so going back to Susan. So, hey, Susan, honestly, if I'm completely honest with you, this is the first time that somebody's asked me that. So what I'll do is I'll do a little bit of research after this live so that I'm more informed. And then the next time I go live, I do have that answer. But for right now, I have to be completely truthful with you. I don't know the answer to that. But if you do this or this or that, then, you know, you at least have this information. So it just shows that you're not trying to like be fake or pretend, and people can really like feel and see that sincerity in you, which again adds more trust in them. While you're answering questions, you might also see that you get like negative comments. Do not be afraid of negative comments because sometimes you think they're negative, or sometimes we read a comment and we think the person on the other side is somebody that's super mean. But again, you'd be surprised how many times I get negative comments and I just leave it there. Even if it looks like it could be bad, I leave it there. I respond to him again because I have nothing to hide, right? I don't really care. Like if you don't want to buy it, if you think this, you're entitled to your own opinion. I treat it with respect. And again, you would not be surprised how many people you end up winning over. I have had people that throw negative comments. I spit a bit of facts respectfully, and then they end up actually placing an order. So don't be afraid of negative comments. And then lastly, hiding spam comments. So you will get times where you have people just spamming the same thing over and over again. At that point, you just have to hide that because it's going to ruin the whole experience. For example, you might get some weird people saying, follow my page for some spicy content or whatever. Like, you want to hide those because those are spam. The next thing is thank people who follow you, who give you likes, or who share your live, and encourage people to do so. When you have people that give you likes, give you shares, or give you follows on your live, it actually gets TikTok to push your live even more. So encouraging people to do that is a really fun way of getting your live out there to more people. And at the same time, when you interact with people, you're more likely to have people that ask you questions and people that just trust you and place more orders. The next thing is you can pin favorable comments. So for example, something that I love to pin is when people say, I just got mine for like this ridiculous price. So for example, if it's $50 and they just use the coupon and they got theirs for 20 bucks, I definitely pin that comment and I say, guys, check out Susan's comment. Susan just got hers for $20. If you want it for $20 too, make sure to check if you have those coupons. That helps people, again, get excited and want to check if they have coupons as well. You can also pin comments of people saying, I have this product, guys, it's super awesome. I love it. I've been using it for weeks now and it's great. This is all stuff that helps you. And it's like you basically have people like giving you more social proof live. People that aren't you are putting good words out there for you. And then lastly, one of the most important things that you must do when you're going live, I know we already talked about it a little bit, but I want to emphasize it, sound authentic. There is an old saying in the sales industry that you don't have to be the best salesman. You can be the worst salesman out there, but if you believe in the thing that you're selling, that will give you conviction and people can hear that in your tone. People can sense the conviction. So just be comfortable. If you're not selling a crappy, like spammy, like sketchy product, you should always have some sort of level of conviction, especially since you literally have the product in hand. So again, guys, I'm not the best salesman in the world, but when I'm promoting the products that I'm promoting, I actually did try them out and I do believe in them and I do think that people will benefit from them. And since I did a little bit of research before going live, I do have some information to share with them so that they can make an informed decision. So when I speak with that way and I trust in myself, it comes across as convicting and people will believe me. So I don't have to be the best salesman ever. So remember to just win yourself over first. All right, so these are the do's that you should do. Now some quick final don'ts, the things to avoid, and then we'll actually take a look at that product that I want to share with you guys. So don'ts. Avoid using a monotone voice. So like a really serious, like straight voice like this where there's like no emotion behind it. You want to avoid that because again, it doesn't really make people feel too comfortable. I understand that some of you guys just naturally have a monotone voice. So if that is you, just try to add a little bit of pep in your step, so to speak. Avoid supplement products. Supplement products are usually linked to like exaggerated claims, and because of that, they have a really bad rep and they get flagged really easily by TikTok's computer. So again, you can literally get violation points for no reason just for promoting a supplement product. So avoid those in general. Avoid saying or showing other brands. So like don't talk about Amazon, don't talk about Nike, don't talk about, whatever. Especially when you're actually putting your camera, like you're live and showing your, for example, your desk or whatever it is, wherever it is you're showing the product. Try not to have other products with other brands like symbols, like just being blasted on the screen as well. It doesn't mean that you can't have other products around you. It just means that you should avoid having like logos and whatnot, so you don't get flagged. Avoid exaggerated claims. This right here, it really sucks because sometimes TikTok picks up stuff that isn't that exaggerated. So like just big claims in general, for example, lose 10 pounds like within the next week or whatever. Again, this is usually tied to supplement products, but exaggerated claims is definitely something that gets a lot of people flagged. Avoid still images or no movement. So this is actually recent with one of TikTok's recent updates. Don't just put like a still image in the background and then you just talk over it. That will get picked up. You'll see that you'll get a warning from TikTok saying that you need some sort of movement. And also, even if it's you showing your stuff, always have at least your hands moving around or have something going on in the background because you will also get flagged. By the way, that actually brought to my attention. Don't show kids on your lives. If you show kids on a live that you're trying to sell something, you will get flagged as well because you can't show minors. Anyway, that just came to mind, so I'll just like drop that in there for you guys. And lastly, avoid products that require you wearing them or like anything where you have to show your face if you're somebody that doesn't want to show their face. So this one is like, it kind of depends if you really want to do that or not. But if you don't want to show your face, then obviously some products are going to be really hard to go live with. All right, so that's basically it, guys. These are all the things that I wanted to share with you. So we went over what to do before going live and we gave you that checklist for you guys to knock out before you go live. We looked at what to do during the live. So like the things that you should say, how to do your pitch. And then lastly, we looked at the do's and don'ts of a successful live. So like all these little things that you can apply or avoid just to have like the best time ever. So without further ado, I want to reveal to you guys the product that I went live with for literally less than 2 weeks and I made over $10,000 in sales. And it is this one right here. If you don't know what this is a leg massager. This product was super cool because all I had to do was sit on the couch, put these things on my leg and show my legs. I didn't have to show my face at all. I was sitting on the couch for like a couple hours and I would make really good money. On the best day, I made $2,000 in a single day with this product, but on average, I was making about $1,000. So this product is actually still selling. If you guys want to try to sell it for yourselves, you definitely can. It's a really easy one. And if you guys want to see a recording of me when I was selling this, like the lives that got me the $10,000 plus, I actually am going to be linking this on a Facebook group that I created. Basically, I want to have a place where I get to talk with you guys and answer your questions and just talk and share what's going on with our journeys on TikTok Shop Affiliate. So if you guys want to join that free Facebook group and want to also see the recording of me selling these things live, I linked it below in the description of this YouTube video. So I hope to see you guys there.